It's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Coming up, a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl, and we've got a potential classic in store, as it'll be the Minnesota Vikings taking on the Philadelphia Eagles. One of these teams will represent the NFC in the Super Bowl in 2 weeks' time. Which will it be as we're underway in the NFC title game? And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. On first down, Thomas. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be second down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Now they'll shift things around. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Evans. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. 23 yards to pick up there. With these run-pass options, we often talk about a good quarterback and running back. Well, having a talented wide receiver helps also.
Yeah, even coming in third in the discussion, sometimes that means he really should be first, because all you want to do is get the ball in their hands and let them make the big plays downfield.
And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. Here's Thomas. He completes it to Evans. And he has another first down as he'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 34-yard line. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Thomas. And this is incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
2nd and 10. Thomas will look to throw. They're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. And the Eagles are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover. And certainly, look, you're on the road in the playoffs. That is a suboptimal start, opening drive INT.
And, partner, sometimes I wonder, do these teams talk about it to such an extent that maybe you almost talk yourself into the turnover when you're trying to avoid it?
Yeah, maybe they get a little too worried about keeping the football, and then you give it to the other team right off the bat. And look, we said it, on the road, this is just a terrible, terrible start for them.
It is, and now they've got to rely on their defense.
Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5. Now, hang on here, because DeAndre Swift injured on that last play and in need of a little assistance. So from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd and 5. That's now consecutive 5-yard carries to pick up the first down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
play fake. Here's Hurts. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
But when you hit him on the move like that, he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam. Oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
And there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Now Hurts on the option right. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. In motion right is Smith. Hurts with a little pop pass on the jet sweep. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
3rd down and 13. Here's Hurts to throw. Over the middle here to Brown. And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the first by a few yards. Interesting decision here. Opening drive, Charles. 4th and short. You're in field goal range. We'll see what they do.
I just shake a fist at my offense and say, go get it, guys, because if you can't pick up 4th and short here, we're probably in trouble the rest of the game. Show some confidence, show some aggressiveness, go pick it up.
Would have been a decently long field goal, 51 yards from here, but instead they're going to go for it. They'll try it now with Swift. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29.
That's another Eagles first down. 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Throw left side complete. That's Smith. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. So from the 25, this is 2nd and 5. Hurts. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal. Here's Swift. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown. Swift, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles have struck first in this NFC title game. Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 downs, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder into ball carrier, and down he goes.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Things a lot different than the last time they were on the field. Remember, they threw the interception, gave up the touchdown, and now trailing 7-0 and looking for a response. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down. To throw is Thomas. Finds his man. There's Jordan Addison. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. On 1st and 10, Thomas looking for Addison again, and he's got him again. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. To throw again on 2nd down. Thomas, he's going to let this one go deep. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Zone coverage there, deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run. And that time, there's not much of a window to get it run there, and it winds up incomplete.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. It's Nakobe Dean with a pick. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
Intercepted. The Eagles take over 1st and 10.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They go play action with Hurts. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. And now off to the races down the right side. Down the right sideline. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And we'll see if that pick six looms large as this game continues, because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally. And you often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome? But I don't think that's really true, do you? Because there's times when we see plays like that, and all of a sudden the momentum jumps to that team side, it deflates the other side, and they never pick it back up. And then things really go from there, don't they?
That's the thing for me. We talk about momentum changes. A play like that is the ultimate momentum change. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. 44 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
On 2nd down, Swift. And he'll get it down here to the 43. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? You just get on our backs and let's go get the 1st down. They love being physical.
Once again, it's Swift. He fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain. 2nd down.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. On the option to give to Swift here. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 7.
Hurts sets up to throw it. Nowhere to go here. He lost lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. Offensively lucky they were able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. 1:54 left on the clock here in quarter number 2. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy. It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Looking to throw. Thomas. Now the ball comes loose. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. So they've got the football, and they'll start right on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. And in this very cold night air, how much harder, Charles, is it to hang on to that football?
It's a lot harder, and I know for the most part we think about a ball being slick when there's rain or snow, any type of moisture. But when it's cold and dry like this,
and it is cold,
and it is cold, it's also slick that way because you're not able to really grip it the same way. Your hands are cold, and then the hits seem harder. So, yeah, it's a lot more difficult to hold on to the football, which means you have to emphasize it that much more.
Wind chills right now, 12 degrees. They will run straight ahead with Swift. Shreds him with a stiff arm. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. That one good for 17 yards. And now they've got it 1st and goal.
It's been a long season, but he still looks fresh running the football. He knows his guys are 1 game away from a Super Bowl, so he's going to give it all he's got. And that's a heck of a run right there.
Swift fighting, but he won't get too far. Maybe a yard, that's all, down to the 2. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. They'll run with Swift. He's in, flying his touchdown. DeAndre Swift with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Eagles will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Elliott now to add the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-second ball game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive, as they take over with exactly 1 minute to go here before intermission. Here's Thomas throwing on 1st down. To the right side and complete to Jefferson. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Throwing again on 2nd down. Thomas. And this one right back into the hands of Jefferson. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Thomas now on 1st and 10. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. It's Sidney Brown with it. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Here's a quick throw caught by Smith. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
They'll come up 2nd and 7. From the gun, here's Swift. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Here is 3rd down and 4. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And he is going to have an Eagles first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. Here's Jake Elliott. Career long, by the way, for him, 61 yards. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Hallis Trophy still hangs in the balance as the 2nd half now underway in the NFC Championship game. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And I think here with the lead, CD, they have to resist that temptation to kind of looking ahead. Would you agree?
Absolutely, I would agree, because they know the stakes. They know the winner of this game goes to the Super Bowl. And this one, it's far from over. They were the better team in the first half, but they do know that they're facing their toughest opponent of the year. And they've got to be prepared for them to fight it out all the way and add a few extra wrinkles in the second half as well. They need to stay on guard.
Swift going to try up the middle, and he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority, because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Throwing is Hurts. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. And quickly, they get to the line. Play action. Here's Hurts. Looking for A.J. Brown again, and he's got it again. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
93 yards rushing for him now as he tries to wheel his guys into the Super Bowl. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 47. And Smith in motion right. And he'll get it here on the touch pass. Powering his way forward. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. On the option to give to Swift here. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. What a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call run fits, everyone was in the right place.
And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
On 3rd down, here comes Swift. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. 4th down now after a loss of 2. So Hurts is off, and on comes Jake Elliott for the Eagle field goal. From the left hash, a chip shot here. The kick by Elliott is good. And that will open the lead up now to 20-7. Well, they picked up right where they left off in the 1st half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same, because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the 2nd half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get it.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. It's Sidney Brown with it. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick 6 TD. Well, CD, we have seen it many times throughout the course of the season. This defense coming up large and snagging a big takeaway. But here they get not just the takeaway, 6 points as well.
And you just knew that for this team to advance, they had to get a big performance from this unit. And to this point, they've delivered.
Eagles offense staying out there. Of course, Hurts always a threat to run. They'll go for 2. They'll try to run with Swift. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. And there's a quick momentum swing. INT return for a pick 6, and then the 2-point conversion good.
And even if you're keeping your wits about you, you're thinking to yourself, okay, extra point block team going into the game now. All of a sudden you're hearing defense. Everyone's scrambling for their helmets and throwing down their cups of water. That's a great position for them to be in, trying to score against that team. A little bit disjointed.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Now Thomas off the play fake. Pass complete to Addison. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action.
Why can't we score?
1 quarter remains for the right to go on to the Super Bowl. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Not liking the look. They'll change the play. To throw is Thomas on first down. Middle of the field to Jefferson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. On first down, Thomas. And now here is another interception. It's Sidney Brown with it. And the Eagles are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. So the ball changing hands on the interception, but meanwhile here we do have an injury on the play. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth quarter lead. On first down, Hurts. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line. Well, that interception at least offers them a glimmer of hope here in the fourth quarter.
That certainly does if their offense goes out now and makes it pay off by getting into the end zone. And if it does, then they get a chance to get back out on the field and try and do it again. Maybe they can force that offense into more and more mistakes and give them a chance to get back into this one totally.
They have still a 3-score hill to climb. We'll see if they can do it. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Looking to throw again on second down. Thomas. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line.
A gain of 15. First down, Vikings.
Throwing on first down, Thomas. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And the tight end goes in motion left. To throw again on second down. Thomas. Dancing to his left. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete.
And that's a big part of this painting the picture of this game overall. Has been a blow that's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops from one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Back back to throw again. Steps away to his left. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Giving 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down.
He didn't like what he saw downfield, decided his best course of action was to take off and run. And that ended up being a gamble that did not pay off for him. Now they would have to gamble again if they want to keep this series going.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He's got his target. That's complete. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays that have been successful throughout the game that have worked in the distance you need. That's exactly what they got done.
He's got his tight end over the middle. T.J. Hockenson. Touchdown, Vikings. T.J. Hockenson from 13 yards out. And the Vikings have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you kept them at the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And the pieces have fallen into place to this point. They've got a 2-score lead in the 4th quarter. A berth to the Super Bowl resting on their ability to see this one through to the end. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the 4th quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers. 4th quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it. And let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. The Eagles on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. 1st down. They run out of the gun with Swift. And running with power here. Shoves him away. And oh, he sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 155 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. 1st down, and they go with Swift again. And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys, they're just saying, let's just keep running it out. We've got them now.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. They'll try and run here with Swift. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame.
A 27-yard attempt.
The kick by Elliott is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So that not just important in the fact that it widens their lead, but really that was a textbook job of just hanging on to the football.
And we know all the time that coaches talk about time of possession. Sometimes it's a stat that doesn't matter much, but in this drive, it matters a lot. They want to reduce time and score points and lock this game down.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Their backs really against the wall now. And we knew how tough it would be for them. You're coming on the road, NFC title game, crazy environment, and certainly just not looking good here in the fourth. Now they got to get to the line quickly.
First down, Minnesota.
On first down, Thomas. And this one caught downfield by Evans. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays.
Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first three quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the fourth. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution even though the scoreboard is going against you. You want to find out who's going to...
And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Eagles are going to take possession.